My opinion is that long term, we don't have enough starting items. DORAN's Blade on live with Lifesteal doesn't fill all the spaces it needs to fill. My personal opinion is that long term, I think that we should have multiple different AD starting items to fill this space, right? As an example, a lot of people who play AD Assassins, right, the Talons, the Zeds of the world, when they play them in lane, they don't even bother with DORAN's Blade right now because lifesteal isn't very good on these champions. They primarily deal damage with spells. So putting DORAN's Blade back to what is effectively, Omnivamp of some kind, right, with rules, essentially means that champions like Zed and Talon, like AD casters, have a lot more incentive to buy D-Blade. And it means that we don't have to do all of the things like Smolder Q applying lifesteal to the primary target. I mean, that's good for other reasons, but we wouldn't have to do that if we were making a new AD caster, for example. In an ideal world, we do have a lifesteal starting item that probably is DORAN's Blade, but we also have a separate AD starting item for the casters. But I think in the meantime, one of the things that's been recognized here, and the reason why, like what motivated these changes alongside, these are as a package, by the way, with Second Wind D-Shield changes was, hey, we want to reward interaction in mid lane. And so we want to give AD casters reasons why they should use their spells to fight people and even to like hit lots of the wave to push and things like that, rather than, okay, just start longsword and play for your, Dirk spike or your Tiamat spike or whatever. That's the motivation behind the changes. The ideal long-term solution is I think that we need more starting items. This is something I've talked about a number of times before, but I personally have the opinion that our starting item system that we have is really not that good. It's very old. It being old doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but I don't think that it's aged particularly well. Unlike Summoners, which I think Summoners have actually aged pretty well. Not to say that Summoners couldn't be better, but the starting item system was designed with a very different version of League in mind, and also without a lot of the understanding and knowledge of the subclasses of League that we have today, and also without really understanding what would happen if some of the other systems around starting items, like some of the epic items and things, were changed around this, to the point where I don't think that our current set of starting items is quite good enough to cover all of the use cases.